Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy the DFS Overlord coming back again with another video. Today is March 18th, Saturday. I'm coming back at you with 3 new NBA player props for today's slate. Now, we didn't do bad at all yesterday. Let's go ahead and go back to yesterday and see what we did. Now, I gave you the MB rebounds play over 11.5. He ended up having 13. Bradley Beal did let us down. I had him to go over 23.5. He only had 22 points. That was a loss for us. KJ Martin, I told you he can fall into 14 points against the Pelicans, and the man had 14 points against the Pelicans. And last but not least, my favorite play was John Collins. That's why I had him on the thumbnail yesterday. I said that 11.5 was just a little too low, and he almost doubled that with 22 points. So we went 3-1 yesterday, which is not a bad day, but we're back today. We're going to try to go 3 for 3. Like I said, I got 3 new picks, and I'm going to go straight to my first play. Now, this is a little bit of, I'm not going to call it a different play, but it's probably one you wouldn't expect, but the data definitely supports it. I like Buddy Hield to go over this 4.5 rebound line to get 5. Now, let me take you over to props.cash. Now, if you don't know what this website is, props.cash is the tool I use to do all my insight, analysis, research for these player props. That's how we went 3-1 yesterday. So let's go over to my good man, Buddy Hield. All right, so we have Buddy Hield pulled up, and as you can see, I'm not gonna lie, these stats on the right here, the 76ers are very good at rebounds. They don't allow a lot of rebounds, only 40 a game. As you see, like offensive, defensive rebound numbers are good. But look at Buddy Hield, man. He's been on a tear with the rebounds as far as going over 4.5, 70% hit rate. As you see, at least 6 or more rebounds in 5 games in a row. He only had 4 against Milwaukee. On the season, the man already averages 5. So we only need him really to get his season average here. Averaging 5.8 over the last 10, 6.8 over the last 5. If you go to his games against Philly, I mean, look at this. October 24th, he had 6. January the 4th, he had 9. March the 6th, which wasn't even a month ago, wasn't even 2 weeks ago, he had 8. So I like him to continue this rebound trend here. For some reason, Miles Turner just doesn't get it with the rebounds, even though he's like a center. I mean, look at this. I mean, he's had games where he, can go off, but then 2, 3, 5 as a center. That's not what we want, man. Against Philly in those same games, I guess he had none here, or maybe he didn't play here. He had 8 right there. I just think that with this history with Buddy Hield and these rebounds against Philly, his season average being 5, I think he falls into 5 rebounds here. Now, another thing I was considering doing, I was also looking at his point line at 17.5. I see that he has averaged 19 against Philly, 18, 24, 15. Now, if you want, you can actually do the points and rebounds, which, he's clearly gone over here as well, averaging 26.7 points and rebounds. He's averaging 22.2 on the season. His line is 21.5. You can also target the points and rebounds here. Let's see if Prizepicks has that points and rebounds for Buddy Hield, and they do. They actually do have the points and rebounds at 21. So, you can either take the 4.5 rebounds. You can actually take the over 21.5 rebounds and points here. I'm just going to go with the rebounds because I feel like, he's done that 3 times in a row. I mean, he's done both of them 3 times in a row. But Buddy Hield is real hot and cold with the shooting. So I'm only going to take the rebounds only. So that's going to be my first play, Buddy Hield to get 5 rebounds. So for my next play, I'm looking at my good man, Bam Adebayo, and I'm looking at these points and these rebounds, man. I like him to go over this number. I just think it's just too low. Let's go back over to props.cash. Again, if you want to use this software, the link is in the bio. Let me go to the game here. Miami against Chicago. So let me go to points and rebounds. As you see, Sportsbooks have him favored to go over. I guess he's a power forward. I thought he was a center. The Chicago Bulls power forward defense is at 27. They're middle of the pack when it comes to rebounds, literally. As you see, he's averaging 30 on the season points and rebounds against Chicago. He had 39 in the last matchup against December. He averages 30.4 points and rebounds a game on the season. Only 25.7 over the last 10, 24.6 over the last 5. I just feel like with things coming down to the wire, the end of the season coming, teams trying to get in playoff position, trying to get in playoff contention, I feel like Bam Adebayo, your superstars are going to start stepping up in a major way. I feel like Bam can get it done. As far as his points, he's averaging 21 points on the season. 19.5 against Chicago. He had 27 in that last matchup. And I like to target people when I'm doing like points and rebounds and points and assists. I like to target people who can get the total in like one category alone. Like, points alone, he can get 27 points against this same team. So I like the chances here against, Chicago for Bam Adebayo. The rebounds is like a safe haven, as we see with just his rebounds. He can go upwards of 9, 11 rebounds here. Like, even if he gets 7 rebounds and 20 points, or, 10 rebounds and 17 points, that's the ideal stat line. So I think that, this is something that he's going to crush. And I really like this line for our second play. So my last play, I'm looking at Mr. Franz Wagner against they play the Clippers. And I'm also liking his points and rebounds against the Clippers. Let me go back to props.cash, and I will show you why I'm looking at Mr. Franz Wagner. Let me go to the Clipper game here, right here. And like I said, I'm looking at the points and rebounds of Mr. Franz Wagner. As you see, man, we see all green up here as far as his season stats. Averaging 22.6 on the season, 21.1 over the last 10, 22.6 over the last 5. Actually had 21 against the Clippers before, 21 on the nose, which is exactly what we need him to get. I just like his chances here, man. If we go to just his points alone, we see the man averages 18.7 points on the season, 17, pretty much around 17.5 over his last 10 and 5 games. I just like the chances here, man. Although the Clippers are a tough team. They're also coming down to the wire. They've been playing really good. I mean, the Magic, they really kind of play up to their competition a little bit. I mean, they're losing games, but they're not really getting blown out. And as you can see, number one here, he's averaging close to 4 rebounds a contest already. He had 6 against the Clippers when they played in December. He had 10 rebounds against Phoenix in the last game, 8 against Miami. I'm liking those recent numbers. I mean, if he can fall into say 16 points here and 8 rebounds, then boom, we got it. But I like him to get maybe a little bit more points than that, like 18 points and probably 5 rebounds or something like that. So I just feel like the rebounds, we have the recent history here. The points, he's averaging almost 19 points a game. The points and rebounds just seem real obtainable in this matchup, over the season. I see a lot of green here for him going over this line. 67% hit rate on the season. That's out of 69 games, 46 out of 69. He's going over this line. I just like him to, continue balling out, always playing in the high 30s minutes. Mid 30s, sometimes the high 20s, mid 30s minutes for the most part. I don't see any reason why he's limited here. I think this is a good play to have, to be our last play. So these are the 3 plays I'm rocking with on this Saturday, man. Buddy Hield to go over 4.5 rebounds. I like Bam Adebayo to get over 26.5 points and rebounds. And I like Franz Wagner to get over 20.5 points and rebounds. So, yeah, man, if you're going to be telling these picks, let me know in the comments below. Comment. Let me know how you like them. I will catch you guys in the next video. Happy betting, people. Let's make some money.